Hello and welcome back, my fellow Czars and Tsarinas of the Ice Court. Heir of Carthage here, where I guess in this case we're going to be Heir of Slaying, as we are working our way towards Tsarina's Death Sled, and it should be quite fun. Now, on the last episode, we were able to capture the entirety of the northern World's Edge Mountains, so that was pretty exciting. However, that did leave me in a slightly strange position, where I wondered what to do about the greenskins to our east. I think that for the time being, and I had some good comments on this, by the way, people who were giving me some thoughts on how to handle this, like for instance, taking some of this and then giving it to Katarin, and that might end up being a good solution. For the time being, what I intend to do actually is recruit Gotrek and Felix. I'm gonna hire them.
Gotrek, journey son. Got a bit hairy there, my lad, but you fought well.
It is a mystery how we overcame such odds, but I am sure I can articulate something.
All right, we're gonna actually send them up into the mountains to help me hold Kazid Irkulaz. It's got a pretty solid garrison to it, and I'm hoping that with the decent garrison, maybe a unit or two, they can hold out good, and then I can focus my effort against Drycha at the moment. So I'm going to actually move up to this point. If we are going to beat Drycha, I would love to be able to hit her army immediately. And then, you know, that way we kind of give them a death blow by killing their main army. Something that the AI has never learned how to do, but that fortunately has gone pretty smoothly for us. I think I'm going to drop these guys and hitch up with one more armored Kassar here, just because it'll stiffen up our infantry line a little bit. We're likely going to be up against a lot of archers, and Drycha tends to do pretty good damage against unarmored stuff. We do have new buildings available to us. If we save the money, we can build this one and be able to get a hold of Zargard, and then at level 4 we'd be able to get both types of Ice Guard, so that would be really good, and I certainly want that. The other thing that I want to be able to get a hold of, because this is a Slay campaign, would be bear sleds. So I am going to go ahead and spin this, and then we actually, for the sake of trying to fund the bear sleds, I think I'm going to build this building here and start increasing my income rather substantially, and then on the next one we'll build that building, get ourselves the I don't really want the Zargard as much as I want the Ice Guard. So we will try to get to them. We're about to finish this gold mine, so we should see our income grow rather substantially over the next few turns. We've kind of caught up in the supporter race, which is good news, because I'm not spending any money or devotion in there right now. Just don't feel like it. There are still buildings that we could build. If we're going to be fighting Drycha, I would love to be able to upgrade more of these. But at the same time, like, I just don't really have the cash. I might throw some money here, because, I mean, we're not going to finish these defenses all in time anyway. So I'm going to focus a little bit on buffing up that income so that if I need to, I can field that second army. And then that income can also fuel some of the buildings that I need. But bear sleds actually would be super helpful against Drycha. And honestly, what I'm super excited to get a hold of is bear sleds and Lure of Hags.
No opposition.
Oh, here she is. Just in time. You read my mind, Drycha. She's probably going to go take our settlement there because she's right next to it. Yep. What a turd. I'm the one supposed to be doing this sudden attacks here, Drycha, not you. Okay, well, she read our mind. You know what? I'm always CA pleasing and telling them CA please. And wouldn't you know it? The AI does the right thing for... Oh my gosh, they've got 2 armies here. And they are rather substantial. Okay, well, here's what I am going... Oof. This is... It's kind of a weird opportunity here. Like, I'm trying to think about how to approach this. I have a huge ambush chance. I'm worried that this character will spot us.
My rule is absolute.
But what I want to do is move up in an ambush over here. If they spot us, they're going to attack me with everything, and we're going to have to fall back. Yeah, because our garrison here wouldn't be very good. But let's just see what happens. Again, we got lucky earlier, caught someone in a really good ambush. Let's see whether we can pull it off. Let's see if we can make lightning strike twice. I'm just going to not spend any money on this turn, I think. Well, I will spend it here, because that'll be worth it. We've still got to get that income rolling. So I will spend some money to try and push that income up.
Journey, son.
Alright, Gotrek and Felix still headed up to their new mountain home. And again, with the income up, we could potentially recruit them units if we need it. Or we can improve our own army down here to fight Drycha. Drycha is stacked with units. I saw a good number of treemen, which is a bit concerning because they have pretty solid armor. Those are fairly resistant units. Drycha, oh, we got the ambush. He fell for it. Folks, we got a sucker in the house, and this is actually pretty good because he has a ton of malevolent treekin. Sorry, I just about said treemen. So this could be a great opportunity for us to crush all these well-armored units here. The auto-resolve says we're going to do great, which is funny because it wants to kill off one of my Cassars. But let's just go ahead and fight this ourselves. Alright, I've got my troops lined up here, ready to start the battle, and I am gonna start it, but I'm gonna immediately kind of put it in a slow because I have a lot of stuff to manage here. I'm gonna kind of have to spread my troops out a little, and get ready to start massacring the enemy. Alright, there we go. Should be good. I forgot to put all my skirmishers. Honestly, we're gonna put all these guys into a defensive stance. Alright, let's hit plate. We got the Hawks coming for us. I put a unit up here with, yeah, halberds for that exact reason. I knew they were going to try and bum rush me with something large. We did a tremendous damage to the Treekin. Yeah, see, here they are. They're trying to come after me with bats, and then they're kind of threatening like they're going to run up there. But again, I figured this would be coming, so I left units out here strategically to help with the inevitable, which was the AI kind of bum rushing me like this with their large units, hoping to shut down my missile fire. And I figured that this would happen. I'm gonna back this unit up just a little bit, and then, okay, yeah, they've come in with the spiders now up here. And they've got some malevolent treekin coming this way as well. I'm going to take a couple of these guys and kind of split off like this. Let them get refocused. Alright, reposition. Tsarina Katarin, I'm going to slow down everything approaching me over here because why not? We need to focus on their lord over here. He's done a pretty good job of trying to break this flank, but I've now got the halberds in there with the armored Cassars, so we are going to have some nice anti-large. Our magic here is not going to be super useful. Might do more damage to us than it does them. Okay, I'm going to put my guys over here. Those bats are coming back in for seconds. I'm going to take all these units and kind of back up a little, and then I'm going to bring some of my Cassar spears up here. And I'm going to pull my standard Cassars back for a little operation. Right here comes all the malevolent treekin. And I'm going to start putting some fire towards them. Again, let's slow down everything in this vicinity. We've killed their lord. We just need to start driving back their treekin at this point. Now, we are going to be assaulted, remember, by another army probably, and possibly even on this turn-in, it's going to assault us. See, I turned my bows this direction with the intent of firing into this blob of treekin who are going to be held up on my halberds. They might beat those halberds because that's a very cheap unit, but the idea is that we would make it very much not worth their while. And that's exactly what we are doing right now. We're making them pay a very unpleasant price for any ground they gain. I'm going to move all these units up here a little bit. Pull these guys across. Let's bring our horsemen up here to help. Yep, see that Kislevite warrior is just being a huge nuisance at the moment. The AI is having to pull through it. And then that's allowing my bowmen to sit back here and get tons of shots. See, I can actually fall back here further. We had reinforcements come, by the way. They're just a long ways off. I'm gonna go ahead and roll all that up here. Okay, feral bears attacking me here. There's just a ton of treekin left at this point. The sooner we can deal with them, the better. I'm gonna start focusing some bow fire and some gunfire in that direction.
of ice. Anything for Kislev.
And I'll just kind of hold this flank. Yeah, look at that. That by our blood being super annoying. Then see how I was able to fall back over here. These guys are just going to keep firing into that mess. And I'm going to put another unit up here because, yeah, the AI is trying their pull-through shenanigans again. They're trying to pull through my unit again. So we're going to roll someone up here. All right, let's turn back this direction, and we're going to beat back these attackers for like a second or third time here. Keep throwing this in. I'm going to send some more infantry this direction.
Yes!
Been a brutal fight, but I kind of expected that because of the armor levels with this many treekin. Like, I felt like the auto-resolve was possibly underestimating the army here for Drycha. We don't want to have to fight a second one on this turn. But I do have these reinforcements from the settlement, should I have to. And it also depends on whether Drycha's army is any better than this one. And I'm not 100% sure what that even looks like, to be honest. I might bring my cavalry to try and run some of these treekin down. And then we can chase some of them with our cat here. We want to kill as many of these treekin as we can kill.
For the motherland!
I'm gonna go ahead and send some of these units in. Yeah, you can see their armor is significant. They've got 90 armor, and I believe they have physical resistance as well, which is going to make them somewhat impervious to...
You deserve execution.
Come on. Really? Why does it... What is... CA, please. Okay, I don't know what's going on, but it's not allowing me to... There we go. 20 physical resistance. Yes, that is a substantial physical resistance. Now, these are just dervishes, one of the units, but again, I'm gonna chase these guys and inflict whatever damage I can inflict. It's an ambush, and in my opinion, your army should be destroyed if the ambush fails, and that might be the case with your army, but it's certainly not going to be the case with the AI army. But yeah, look at this. That's a couple of treekin that we can basically wipe out for free here, and we definitely want to do that because we don't want to fight these guys again in like a turn or two after they've replenished. So this is certainly a necessary evil. There we go. All right, we're going to take the replenishment. We might need all of this because I believe we're probably going to get attacked by Drycha now as well. Maybe not. No. Okay. So she got ambushed, she lost that ambush, and then decided not to further press that attack, which is probably the smarter move for them. So Boris's faction just got wiped out, and I'm going to accept the refugees, which means we now have Boris, who's going to pop in as an available legendary lord. So Boris Ursus, we'll be able to get him and help get an army assigned to him. We did some replenishing. Drycha, this is a pretty sharp move here. Actually, they moved these armies back to where they would get reinforcements, and I did not spend my skill points on Lightning Strike, which would be uber handy at the moment. So I guess I will go ahead and
It is mine.
spend those skill points so that we have it moving forward. I don't want to wait and give these guys time to replenish. I do like these Kislev warriors, but I'm not going to turn down a Regiment of Renown, plus that unit's at full strength. We've got Salyuk's Lullaby, so we've now got healing in this army. I think at this point, we kind of do need to push the attack here. I cannot see all of Drycha's army. That could be painful because she's got magic. She's got 2 more shadow branch wraiths. And Beckhoffen, we has an unknown garrison, apparently. Because we don't have any information on it. Either that or there is no garrison there. I don't know which is the case.
I decide when you die.
Could be dangerous for me either way. We're making good money now, though. The money definitely just took a turn for the better there, and this would give us 200 more income. This would give us more income. That gonna give me some much-needed defenses, and then this will help Kislev grow faster. So I'm gonna spend all that cash in Kislev. We're now, like I said, dead heat here. And I'm gonna take this. Who do I want to fight first? I think we want to attack this army first, because then Drycha will have to come and reinforce it.
Frostfang's bite.
And that upgrade we just did towards Lightning Strike will mean that these reinforcements come in late. Oh, and she doesn't get the reinforcements from the settlement, so I actually think we probably have this one. Her army's not that good. She does have this malevolent tree man, and she will be tough, and her magic will be strong, but these malevolent treekin, I don't think are going to perform that well against our arrows. I mean, they have okay-ish armor, but I think we got this one. Start of the terrain here is very awkward, and I expect that the AI is deployed way back here in the back. I need to move forward, and I need to start putting pain into the AI for as long as possible before their reinforcements arrive. We do not wish to let them get totally settled and, you know, kind of fight this battle on their terms, so to speak. So I am going to fast forward. We don't have a ton of time before their reinforcements arrive, so I really have to get ranged pressure onto these guys and onto them quick. So I'm going to push all the way up to here. There's some choke points here that may work to my favor. Just gonna fast forward. We're in range of that Waystalker, so I don't want to just give him free damage there.
Katarin.
Kind of dodge that a little bit. Okay, I am in range with my Ice Guard, I think. Oh, if not, I'm just gonna move everybody forward just a hair. Something like that should work. Just push up. Like I said, we need to get in range and start dishing out some punishment. We've still got 34 seconds till the reinforcements arrive, so anything we can dish out to them at this point is beneficial for me. A little bit of help out there. There we go. Yeah, we are dishing some damage at this point. Their Hagbane tips are putting some damage into me, but I should be putting more damage into them than they are into me, I believe.
The Ice Queen. Sarina advancing.
Melkoth's miasma. Ouch. Alright, the reinforcements are here.
Sarina Katarin.
Kind of hold back with the brawlers for just a minute. I want to fill this gap right here. We did get some damage done. It's not a lot, and we're going to get bum rushed. And then they're going to bring in all these bats and crap to get into my flank, no doubt. Hawk Riders. Like I said, though, we want to cause as much damage as possible before they're able to put a coordinated assault together. I'm gonna start targeting their general here. I'm gonna come up here and try and kind of clog that pass. We're getting hit by a ton of magic at this point, and I'm not shocked in the least, because they have a lot of shadow magic at the moment. We are getting some good damage done on their lord. He's stepping right outside the range of the Poidonov's brawlers, which I did not approve of. That was not an approved behavior. Scooch up just a little. They are really putting a lot of pressure onto this flank as well. Let's try and slow them down over here. Try and get rid of these. Wow, they are really going all in over here.
The frosts are mine.
Target those Treekin. They are putting as much pain into my Voidonov's brawlers as they can. I'm gonna slow this down for just a second. And I'm gonna move over. Sorry, I gotta slow it down just to take care of a few things. I'm gonna buffer the leadership here, and then I need to come over here and start healing all these units. Oh my gosh, they are blobbed so hard over here. Like, they have just sold out entirely to this blob. Let's target again. Those giant tree men. Actually, that's Drycha over here. Yeah, but we're targeting... Target the tree man. This is, it's gonna be a little bit of a desperate situation, to be honest, and they just hit me with some kind of ability that's affecting my countdowns here. Oh, this is good, this is good. they've blobbed up over here, and I feasibly can make them pay pretty heftily for it. Let's go ahead and get back into a standard speed here. I'll fall back just a little bit here. Pound that tree man. Give him everything you got. Feed it to him. Get rid of these hawks. Get them off me. I did get a pretty good spell in there, but there's still a lot of enemy leadership, including a lot of magic. Try and get some damage done. Kill these tree men. I feel like that would help a great deal. I really don't want Tsarina Katarin fighting all this, but I'm running out of options here. Can we shoot her? Of course, all their units are going to come back from routing right now, too. How did this guy live? There's just no way. He has eaten... Well, I say there's no way. It's probably all that physical resist. This is a brutal fight, and I don't know that it's going in our direction. In fact, I feel like it isn't. I don't know, maybe a couple of key kills here, and we can... They've got guys behind my lines, and they're armored and difficult to kill. Finally drove back the one tree can, but considering how much ammunition and time it took to kill him, I don't think this battle's going to end well for me. I'm not going to quit just yet, but this is looking ugly. It's looking very ugly. I don't know, though. We did just get rid of... Can we shoot Drycha? If I can back up here a little bit with the Akshina. I'm trying to dump as much ammunition. I have a spear Corsar that I can drop in here. Let's go over here and give a little bit of help. I don't know. We might be able to salvage this mess. It will be a Pyrrhic victory if ever there was such a thing as a Pyrrhic victory. Fall back a little bit here. We have got to help our horsemen. They're getting mauled over here. Drycha went into the Boydanov's brawlers, which I don't want. I want to fall back with that unit. And then I want these units to spend all of their ammunition in a worthwhile cause. Oh, this is such a dicey fight at the moment. They just pull through me over and over again. Keep throwing some hurt their direction. I don't really have a good place to use this, unfortunately. Alright, these guys are out of ammunition, so let's throw them in here. I'm gonna try and pull these units out of here. I'm gonna target these leaders here. I'll throw these guys into that fight as well. See if we can pin Drycha down, and I want to try to get my ice guards. How did I lose my... How did Jon Snow get beat up? Like, I don't know how he got tag teamed so hard. Alright, come on. Get rid of the rest of these guys. Come on. If we can KO Drycha, then we have a chance here. Oh, Jon Snow came back. He's gonna come be able to put some heals on himself as well, potentially. I'd like to get this other unit in on the heal, but I'm risking it by not... Oh, he routed right as I was healing. What a bunch of crap. What a bunch of crap. That is some, like, full-on horse crap. Drycha is almost toast. I'm gonna try and focus everything into Drycha here and drive off the rest of her troops. Oh, this is such a painfully Pyrrhic fight. I have to fall back with these Boydanov's brawlers because they still have ammunition, so they... Oh, shoot her, she's routing, shoot her. Trying to shoot as much as possible here. Shoot Drycha. Kill her. She's only got 60 hit points. If someone can just put some shots in her, I could It's too bad my horses are in a bad. Okay, let's go run them down now. All right, extremely Pyrrhic victory here. And not exactly surprised. I mean, that was a brutal fight, and I knew it would be. They had a lot of dangerous armored units. Killed Drycha. She's only got 60 hit points. We can put her into... Yep. All right, she's now on a heal. And then if we can put this other branch rate down, at least we will have gotten rid of some of their heroes. We're going to have to kind of go back and convalesce our army a little. Come on, kill that thing. What a joke. It was a brutal battle. It still went better for us than it did them, but I wouldn't say that that was great. But we did make a ton of money off of it, which has its own benefits.
Send them to the labor camps.
All right. I don't think we've got enough to come in here and... I don't know, does Beckhoffen have no garrison?
Ice Queen of Kislev.
I'm gonna do a quick save right here. I don't know if it's just not showing me their garrison or they don't have a garrison. They don't have one. So I'm gonna go ahead and totally make them pay for that there, and then I can take my own settlement back at Zavastra on the next turn. Zarina Katarin has her war bearer. Jon Snow got his war horse. And then we destroyed Drycha, so we were immune to Athalor and attrition. That's really exciting, actually. And we picked up a regiment of renown as well, and a very timely pickup. We're gonna immediately put them into the army. I look at what we lost there. We lost a Kassar spear. And then whatever unit this was, we had the 4 Kassars, the Akshina, and a armored Kassar great weapon.
Together, we serve the
I'm not going to have enough turns to recruit them. We just want to heal and then go retake Zavastra, and then again we'll double back south. They've already got another army in training, but that will have put a pretty severe hurt on Drycha's war efforts. I mean, that was a costly victory for us, but it was an even more costly loss. That said, the AI can afford costly loss that the player cannot. But now we have Lightning Strike, so I won't make that again, or mistake again. And we have Renowned and Feared, which means my army costs even less to upkeep, which means, again, we're positioning ourselves for that second army as soon as we need it, and the need will probably be soon. On the next turn, we can start recruiting war bearers if we get back into Kislev, or at least on the global, or sorry, war sleds. These sleds would be extremely useful against Drycha because they're quick and they fire a lot of armor piercing, which would be good against the Treekin, because they're AP and physical resist, and that is certainly hurting our capability to fight them at the moment. This is risky for me, in my opinion, to build these settlements because they could have another army on top of me and at any moment, essentially. I might save my money for a few turns on this building stuff, and let's just take care of the skill points here. You want to replenish troops more quickly. That should help us on this very turn end. Since we have buildings available, I understand there's buildings available. I'm going to make, certain that there's nothing critically important here. This one will actually get me just a little extra money, so I will take that one. And then we do need to rebuild Beckhoffen. Okay. Yeah, Beckhoffen has pottery that we can take use of too, and this would be a good province for us to secure. And then we could clear out the Griffin Wood and potentially hand it to another faction, so I don't have to deal with that. So let's do that. We'll just do that as like a gift. We'll hand it off to someone else and let them deal with it. Oh, great. Our army got beat up, and so it took us all the way down to strength rank 107, and so this making Astrogoth want to bully us. This pains me, but I don't need a war with him right now, so you can have your 1,000 gold, and I'm going to rip 1,000 gold out of your dead corpse. You will pay that money back. You will pay it back. And you will not like the interest that I'm going to collect. We're going to grease the tracks of our sleds with his guts. So we're going to make him pay for that. But he's just taking advantage. And if you look at like our strength rank now, it's way down at 106 because of the losses we took there. It should pop back up as this army regains its full strength. But we are going to need to do something about that strength rank. or else everybody's going to start declaring war on us. Alright, Drycha's already come back up out of the woods with another army. We're going to retake what is ours here.
Now and forever.
I very much want some sleds. But it's going to take me 2 turns to recruit them. Unless I step across this boundary into Kislev, and then I can recruit them, I believe, in a single turn. Some light war sleds would actually be super handy in this army. Like, I part half wonder here if maybe I'd just let her take Beckhoffen back. I didn't spend much here, and it might still be...
Ice Queen.
Yeah, I might almost just let her have Beckhoffen back. Person's protection would be good. And I'm concerned about this other flank. Now got... Well, we could spend the money here to upgrade this, so in 5 turns we'll have a more secure flank. It's probably our best bet at the moment. Zavastra we've retaken. And I had the building there that was gaining me more followers. Speaking of followers, I might just put that one back in. I think we're gonna do this. Yeah, and then I might train a couple of units here. That could help my power ranking by having just a little bit in this other army to the point where it's worth it. Chaos. I mean, we're gonna be fighting these guys soon enough, so let's go ahead and do Prague veterans, get ourselves prepared for that.
The great orthodoxy provides.
Alright, and then let's go ahead and end our turn, save a little bit of cash here. We got a commandment available again. Recruitment rank, local recruit capacity. Just go with the control for now. The Wargroves did not attack Beckhoffen on that turn end.
Mistress of ice.
And that is going to give me the perfect opportunity to scooch over here to Kislev. Now, it's not to say they won't take it on this turn, and they might. But now I'm inside of Kislev territory, and I can start trading in these Cassars, which are not going to be very useful to me against this faction. Let's first get rid of one and see.
Their loyalty to Kislev.
Recruit units. The bear sleds. Okay, they're only 1 turn to recruit, and I can recruit a lot of them. And I very much want a lot of them. This is a sled army, by the way. It will be, at least. It's going to be sled themed. And so we are going to pack it with sleds. I am keeping some of my bows, the better ones here. But these sleds are going to give us anti-infantry capability, which will be very good against the Dryads. And they're going to give me armor-piercing missiles, which will be good against treekin and tree men. It is going to substantially increase my upkeep cost, because Cassars are rather cheap, but ultimately should be worth it. I can't assign another Ataman, but we do have this one, investor, income from buildings. Let's just do the income from buildings. So he's giving us some nice boost into Kislev there. Okay. Garrison Lord not moved. I don't intend to move them. Let's look back at our strength rank is recovering, and should recover nicely when I get those sleds in as well. And then we have enough money, so again, I'm just going to go ahead and recruit a couple more units here. And that's just to make this a stronger fortress. You know what I mean? Like, to give us a way to be able to repel rather large armies. Gotrek is a, brutal melee combatant. Felix is pretty good. They support each other nicely. Whenever my time with them expires, we just drop Boris into that army. We need to get another Ice Court Maiden, or a Hag Witch, one of the two, ready to go there. Hag Witch would be really cool, because the Lord of Hags is so good. I don't remember how we get Hag Witches, though. I'm going to have to remember that. I think it's like a witch's hut building, but I don't remember if Zarina Katarin has any special conditions he has to meet to build it. Let's take a look here. Okay, so we can build the witch's hut. You cannot build this building as there are no slots. Okay, but we can build it anywhere. So we could get a Hag Witch, and we could include her in that. Speaking of, we have the opportunity to get more income here, pretty considerable amount more, so we're absolutely going to do that. We are bear sledded out, and we're going to head back towards the forest. And it is now time for us to move with a little more confidence, hopefully, against Drycha's faction. I'm being confident. Doesn't mean that my confidence will necessarily be well-founded,
Monster Slayer.
but I am trying to be more confident. Speaking of confidence, what would give me a little more confidence with this army as well would be some light war sleds, but again, they are very expensive to maintain. A little bit of AP melee attack would probably be good too. It's expensive stuff, but I am going to go ahead and recruit those. We'll end another one here. Very curious to see what Drycha does. Our army is much more capable now. Much more capable. Light war sleds did take a pretty significant nerf. CA, please. Please leave my war sleds alone.
My power is absolute.
Here she is begging for peace. Absolutely not. You're going to pay the price. Just like that Chaos Dwarf scum is going to pay the price for his extorting money out of me at a difficult time. If he thinks that I don't remember that, then he's wrong. Dwarves may be known for grudges, but he's never seen an angry Tsarina on her sled.
Winds carry me.
Alright, they are rebuilding an army in the Griffin Wood. Their garrison's not that good. It's pretty good. So I might just start hitting all their surrounding settlements to try and cut them off from the ability to wage war. And Vostra is kind of back in action here. Just going to try and pull some income out of it for the time being. We're good there. That'll be enough of a garrison to hold that place. I don't want to spend any more money on troops for the time being. Let's go ahead and grab another Frost Maiden hero. Well, no. I did this, and I'm kind of wishing I hadn't. I guess it doesn't matter, because we can get them ready. And, because I kind of want the Hag Witch. But let's go ahead. Let's go. It won't matter. Yeah, we'll just have them ready. We don't have to pay the upkeep until we actually recruit them, so it won't be a big deal. Let's go ahead and end one more turn here. I'd like to kind of tidy up this war with Drycha a little prior to the end of the episode. So if we can hit Nagenhof and some of these other settlements. And like I said, we want to take away her ability to wage war. They are rebuilding their army very rapidly, which is not surprising. I guess you can have military access. I'm probably going to be at war with the vampires soon, which I'm not exactly looking forward to, but there is gold and a lot of good wealth generation down in Sylvania. It is a lucrative area to hold, but is a pain to take it away from the vampires typically.
The motherland fights as one.
Okay, so we got Nagenhof. Horus is now ready for duty. The Golden Knight has taken notice, so we have hit the kill count for the night. It says, ensure that the following building's been constructed: a royal barracks. Barracks. What is our royal barracks? Royal chapter house. Oka Palace. Is the royal barracks not even available here? Kislev may have a different... City Rampart, Sakshina office. Let's take a look over here, because Kislev is kind of a different one, but that's kind of weird if you need a building and you can't build it at Kislev. Covenant of Ice, so it's not that one. Where the heck is the royal barracks? I mean, this is the only one that they call by barracks, isn't it? Kasar Hut, Chetaz, Kasser, Oblast Hollow, Oblast Moot. Royal Barracks, okay. So it is a tier 3 building. I got it. We can construct that at Kislev, but we can construct it anywhere, including Kazir-Kilaz when it finishes that building in a turn, and then we should be able to pull in the Golden Knight, which will be a huge help to us as well.
For the motherland.
So that is good to see. I want the pottery, and then at Nagenhof, I'm going to do a little bit of growth and control, and then we're going to swing down and hit Essen and Mordheim, and kind of wrap up this province, and then hopefully face down Drycha a second time. Yee. She's got Deepwood Scouts this time.
Defy
But again, look at this. Our war sleds took like 3 hit points of damage, and they're missing an entire sled out of 3. This is a CA please right here. CA please. This is nonsense. Like, in fact, I'm gonna capture this. Like, I may even make a video out of this. This is obscene. This happens to your artillery. It happens to these war sleds. This is stupid. That is not enough hit points to have killed off a sled. Like, if you look at how many, hit points we have per entity, like, divide that in, this doesn't even make any sense, and that needs to be fixed. That's ridiculous.
Mistress of ice.
If I'm missing something, let me know, but I sure don't see how I'm missing anything here. Alright.
With this, I guard Kislev.
Let's see here. Lullaby, cleansing corruption. Let's do Icon of Strength. We get healer eventually as well. Okay. We're replenishing at a high rate now too. I still I like both of these lures. We got a Tempest one, I think, in our current army. No, hang on. Did we do this? I don't think we did this yet, did we? Yeah, we did. I thought we already had a Frost Maiden. Did I lose her? Did she get killed in the battle and I not even notice? I thought we already had a Frost Maiden. Am I crazy? Maybe we just didn't recruit the Frost Maiden yet? Yeah, okay. I'm not crazy. We do have a Frost Maiden. We just haven't recruited her yet. Gonna go ahead and do that, actually. We just have another one on the way now. Okay. I was really having a moment there, like wondering, like...
I am Kislev's daughter.
Scouting, Hailstorm.
I am
Gust
young,
of Tree Flight is a good one. Freezing Winds, Biting Wind. Okay, there we go. Alright, so we got her headed off to help her army in the mountains.
fated to become a witch.
Okay. We really just need to end a turn after we take care of this. Let's go with ice this time. And let's see, garrison. I don't intend to move that garrison lord. I do want to do this so we can upgrade that gold mine. The rest of the building upgrades we're going to skip. Oh my goodness. I feel it, folks. I feel like we're really close. I just want to beat the brakes off of Drycha so I can feel good about ending this episode with another entire province under our control. She could come out of the woods here at any moment, though she may decide to kind of stay in there and play defensively. We will see. Alright, Zufbar wants... oh, we need to take a look at our diplomacy, by the way, because that could also help our strength rating. The Druzina Enclave got destroyed. That's not good, because they were off to my north and west, which means, yeah, Chaos might be starting to make some inroads. I don't know. Maybe not. We gotta keep an eye on that. Let's take a look at our diplomacy real quick. Quick deal.
I stand
Alright, the
apart.
northern provinces want to
Do you
trade
seek
with
the
us.
Storm Dragon's wisdom or strength.
I do.
Instrument of the divine.
Havoc land wants to
Alright.
trade with this, and they're a closer
Approach
partner
as
here, so I'm gonna go ahead and do that
and
one
make
first.
Attention.
Alright, the
I
Jake
am
Custodians still want to trade, so we'll balance that off or off.
The Empire on Sigma's will.
Okay. Alright. So income just increased rather substantially. Drycha did exit the forest, which was a massive mistake on her part. I'm gonna try and make her pay for it right here. And we'll end the episode with a good old-fashioned battle here, hopefully one that goes a little more successfully. To see all these malevolent treekin, that armor piercing is gonna come in handy. At least I suspect it will. The settlement garrison, it's a bit of a pain because they get more Deepwood scouts here. Are we attacking into the settlement, by the way, here? No. But it is very strange terrain. Very strange indeed. Alright, I will see you all on the battle map. Alright, when I said the terrain was weird, I forgot that obviously Wood Elves don't really have the same kind of settlements that other factions do, so this is actually a settlement battle of sorts for them. And I'm going to try and kind of piecemeal them. They have deployed all over the place. I'm gonna come clog up this choke point here where I don't think they'll come out against me, so I'm gonna try and use my ammunition. Oh gosh, they got some archers over here.
Katarin.
I'm gonna try and wreck up those archers a little.
Yes! It is righteous!
I don't want those archers hitting my sleds. It is a Deepwood Scout. They canceled my spell because of their stupid ability. I'm gonna target those Malevolent Treekin, and I'm gonna send a little help that way. Not really a great idea to plunge Katarin right into this, but I do have some heals. And I am trying to basically wear down our enemies here. Just get up here and shoot everything that moves, please. Their archers managed to get away where they can shoot at me. Go after the Malevolent Dryads over there. I need you all to come this way. Take down these Treekin. Let's drop some heals. I'm gonna kind of just keep picking away at this fight. Right now, I've kind of just got these groups in a pretty good spot, I feel like. I didn't want to drop that in the middle of that fight because I didn't know if it would affect my Mordheim Beowulfs. I'm kind of hoping we can just let them continue to piecemeal units over into this fight, and that essentially I can make them pay dearly for any progress they make here. I'm gonna move back just a little bit over here, and I'm gonna take these two units to see if we can help our cat over in that other fight. They are really throwing units in over here. But it's not going well for them. Like, I mean, they are really tossing units in to the meat grinder. And I've got heals over here. Like, another one's going to pop up in 18 seconds. So this is not a fight that's going to go particularly well. I'm actually going to start tossing more fire over into that fight if I can. We really need to help our cat. He's getting beat up. These Malevolent Treekin are tough. That physical resist and armor is a pain in the butt. We're struggling a little bit over on that side of that fight. I should have started to move some units over to help. Actually, this unit would be perfect. Let's move it over there. These guys can kind of just continue to move this way and keep attention and pressure. Throw me some more heals here. What does this thing even do? Spell resistance? Sure, why not? Alright, so we are still struggling against these Treekin. They are throwing even more Treekin. I mean, they are just bringing the house over here. I'm gonna back these Beowulfs out here and try and focus some fire in here. Like, I am really struggling with this other side. I should have had more reinforcements here. You all, yeah, right. No. Here. Bad doggy, this way. We just gotta hold this flank. Fortunately, these guys are not causing much damage to the Tsarina and my other character there. Golly, these Treekin are brutal.
Sons of Kislev!
They're trying to run their Dryads through there. Get my war sleds into melee. Let's drop some pain on them here. Yeah, they're just piecemealing everything over here. Alright, well, hold on just a second. Let me pause the game because I've got a lot going on. If they're just going to piecemeal everything over here, then I'm going to piecemeal everything over here. Just go ahead and get everything moving in this direction. I just wish that I had done it earlier. Alright. How did they do that much damage to my light war sled? Like, where? What unit? Okay, this is not good. We're starting to fall apart real quickly now in this fight. I have to see if I can get out of this fight.
On the march! We must break defenders of Kislev!
They've got a tower shooting at me maybe, or something that's causing the damage. Trying to get my leaders out of this fight. It's starting to sour against them. And I've got reinforcements on the way, but they're a long ways off, and they're not moving in the direction that I would have wanted them to. That's also extremely frustrating. Alright, we lost my cat. I gotta pull back with my sleds for just a second. But we did get our leaders out, which is extremely important. Our Kislevite warriors are going to kind of get thrown into the fray here far deeper than they would ideally be. Oh. Okay, I'm going to let the rest of those units run through there. I need help over here. I need it in a hurry. Those Kislevite warriors are just going to have to be a sacrifice. This is not great for me, but this is not a complete disaster either.
Go with honor. Obey the orthodoxy.
Start lining up some ice guard.
Hearts of ice. Attack, comrades.
Oh man, yeah, they are just absolutely throwing the house at me over here.
Land is power.
Alright, we're gonna need to go back over here and help. Need a couple units back this direction because they kind of ambushed me here with the giant wolves and the dryads. Alright, sorry, I'm gonna kind of reassess what's going on for just a second here. Slow things up. Where are the brawlers? I need the Boydanov brawlers. Okay, yep, they're in a good position. I'm gonna bring up the brawlers. Have a unit right behind them, protecting them. My sleds should be able to shoot up and over some of this. That Kislevite warrior is just going to be a sacrifice for now. These Kassar spear is going to be more or less the same. And then these units are just going to have to hold back our enemies here. This is actually not good. I've got myself into a pretty crappy position. But I still think that Drycha is probably taking the worst of this at the moment. Especially now that the brawlers are in position here.
The people's ruler.
I've used all my heals. I'm gonna have to send another unit forward here.
It serves Kislev.
You can see we're starting to cut down our enemies, but now they're kind of overwhelming me over here too. I don't love this numbers game. I feel like I'm coughing up some numbers to Drycha, and she just had far higher numbers to begin with, so I can't afford to get everything killed here. And I'm running low on sled ammo, and I need it desperately for the Malevolent Tree Cannon. These units got caught out because of the stupid way they came around that flank rather than coming in behind like I would have wanted, so I wasn't paying attention. Now all of them are gonna die. But at the same time, like, I have to focus out this treekin mess over here. So unfortunately, all these units are gonna die for the cause. Unless I can do enough damage over here, it may not even be worth it.
They seek to fell Kislev with beasts.
Light war sled.
I'm gonna try and save a little bit of ammo on these war sleds, back them up for a minute. I'm gonna have to put this unit over here. We're gonna have to continue. Now the Boydanov's brawlers are getting some excellent work done, and the Watchmen are holding out well there as well. I'm gonna save a couple of units. We might yet be able to save ourselves from disaster, because despite my losses, which are significant, we've also caused the enemy substantial harm. And if I go and take this point, that might also okay, here comes Drycha, actually. Let's see if we can put some hurt into Drycha. I'm gonna actually run back here just a little bit.
Katarin.
I've got my sleds hanging back and saving some ammo that we might need late in this. I'm trying to pull Drycha into a crossfire, essentially. And she kind of fell for it. Because now if I can kill off Drycha, that's another huge win. Crap, I didn't want to fight up here. These guys were very full health, but they're getting absolutely wrecked by that Dryad, which is strange. Dryad, well, I guess it's 51 weapon strength, so armor piercing or not, it's pretty decent.
Armored Cossars! On the march! Streltsy!
Right, well, fortunately we are going to get Drycha here. Unfortunately, I'm going to lose the Watchman. It's going to cost me the Watchman, who ultimately ended up doing pretty good in that fight. Alright, they did lose Drycha as a result of their poor decisioning here. Let's take that Ice Guard. We don't have ammo to burn at this point. Alright, how many more Malevolent Treekin do they have? I can deal with the infantry with my sleds. What are they shooting at over here? Oh, it was a routing unit. It's like, what are they shooting at? It still says that we have slight advantage here. I'm not 100% sure I believe that. I've got another Dryad coming up on me over here. I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to turn off the ammo on my Akshina. I'm going to roll my War Sleds up over here and see if we can crush that Malevolent Dryad. I'm going to bring my leaders and the War Sled and what's left of this unit. I'm going to see if we can just kind of bulldoze our way into this point. Well, these battles with Drycha, I don't need many more of these because they're going to end up costing me everything. Barricade trap. Why are you going through the trap? Like, it says trap, and you have an empty way around over here, so how about we don't go through the trap? Like, there's an idea. Okay, do not go through the trap. Oh, man, they've got a whole nother unit of Treekin coming over here. Alright, we're just gonna have to leave over here. This is utterly pointless once again. Now I've got all my characters blobbed up into here and I don't need them in there. I might actually... It's a little bit risky, but I might bring up the Brawlers here and go ahead and take this blob and then... I don't know. They're now pulling everything back over into this vicinity. I don't like the way this is going for me over here. Let's see if we can mow down those Treekin. Okay, we have got to take down these Deepwood Scouts back there. I'm trying to focus Treekin. Alright, we're gonna have to plow through here regardless. This is getting desperate at this point, because now my leadership is being pummeled to death. Spread out. Put some fire back on those Deepwood Scouts. I'm not sure. I don't even know what's happening. This is such a mess. I have many regrets in this battle at this point, but that's just kind of part of the campaign at this point. Let's see if we can focus fire these guys and get rid of them real quick. I'm running so low on ammunition, and I don't know how many more Treekin there are, but I can't afford to fight too many of them. Let's see if we can maybe rout these Treekin real quick with like just overwhelming force. It worked. Ice Guards and infantry take the fight here, and then we're gonna countercharge after I can pull my sleds back. Oh my gosh, this is a terribly ugly fight. Alright, we've got their infantry fixed. Let's roll in with the sleds. Okay. Those Wildwood Rangers are going to be strong, and they're going to shred through armor. We've got to rout them quickly if we want to have a prayer of pulling this off, and so I'm trying to just murderously surround them here and overwhelm. I'm kind of just blobbing, and I think we can blob to win at this point. I think. Still a bit of a risk. Alright, we did get rid of those Wildwood Rangers. I'm going to plow forward again. We're going to make a run for these spiders. Again, we're just going to play a little game of blob to win. They're running low on units, but so am I. I'm just hoping that the units I have left are of more value. If I can force my sleds through this blob and get to those Glade Guard and start to get rid of a unit with ammo, I feel like that's going to benefit me a great deal. I'm going to turn on my fire at will. There we go. We captured that point and got rid of their barricade. That's also going to help the power bar. Wow, I think I'm going to somehow manage to dig my way out of what I thought was my own grave here. Like, I was pretty certain I had condemned myself to defeat. Unless they have some painfully powerful units left somewhere, I think we've actually just turned the tide here. I'm gonna have to go... Yeah, all these units are shattered, so there's... There we go. Holy cow, that was vicious. And one thing's for sure is we are not built well to fight Drycha. Like, we are not built well for this at all. We lost the Watchman. We lost our Wing Lancer, and we lost the Mordheim Beowulfs. Now, fortunately, all of those units will get an opportunity to come back to us. The good news is we killed Drycha again, and we should be able to pretty quickly put together some reinforcements here. And honestly, I think I'm just going to stack it with these guys in case we run into more like malevolent treekin, because they're better than nothing. But yeah, we still have our skirmishers. Wow, it's getting ugly, folks. Oh, we got a frost worm for Tsarina Katarin. That will help us a little bit. So that'll give her a little more melee capability. So I was thinking about putting some skill points into this firing drills, because that's certainly not going to hurt anything at the moment. And then we're going to upgrade Jon Snow here. We're going to finish up Replenish Troops, and then we're going to put some skill points here into Impassioned. And that should do it for this episode. It was a bit of a crazy one. I was hoping to kind of finish off Drycha here, which, I don't know, we might be able to finish her off if we kind of just end the turn real quick and take care of business. So let's see if we can do that real quick. Battler, campaign, let's do battle. And we got a Garrison Lord not move. We know this. We do have a whole bunch of money that came from that. I'll deal with buildings on the next turn. Let's just go ahead and end this. So our Frost Maiden's on the march. Dang, man, this is wild. Absolutely wild. Fight with Dragons. This will end up being a bit of a longer episode. I'm not going to make all of them this long. Or I might just split this into two. We'll see. But in any case, get through our turn in and we're going to see what's going to happen here. Dang, man, that fight was insane. Like, I made a lot of mistakes there that if I would have thought better, but I should have just attacked her in the middle where I had more room to maneuver and just lured back, one unit at a time. So that was the mistake I made. It was like, oh, hey, I'll send a whole bunch of units over here to one flank. But that really wasn't a good decision. I should have kept my units together and just started, because remember when the AI defends those kind of positions, they kind of just sit there and defend, and when one unit dies, they send another one to take its place, and so on and so forth until they have expended all their units, essentially. Wow, high casualties again? Well, they're going to kill off those units, whatever. I don't want to fight another battle against them right now, so I'm just going to go with it. That's, I think, a little too brutal, but we can re-recruit those units in a single turn, which is what we were doing anyway. Did we lose another one, though? Maybe. I don't know. whatever the case was, it's not that bad. We're able to get those back relatively quick. Plus, it'll kill off that army that they were busy recruiting. Oh, we got Daz's Hearth Blades here as well. We're going to throw that unit in because they are ready. So there we go. We've beaten back Drycha. We've taken all of the province of Ostermark, albeit it was a costly taking of Ostermark, I might add. Definitely not something we wish to repeat multiple times, because I don't know how many more of those type of victories we could afford to win. And let's see here, we have a bunch of upgrades that I'll just go ahead and spend here at the end. We want to do the Royal Barracks here, by the way. That's going to be right here. And you know what, we'll guess go ahead and spend this cash on those buildings because we have it at the moment. And let's go ahead and throw an upgrade on Austria. So there we go, folks. Hope you enjoyed the episode. HeirofCarthage signing out. I'll see you soon with some more action from Tsarina Katarin's Sled campaign.